Welcome to the first lesson. Let's jump right in. Of course, if you're learning to play, you want to learn to play on a standard keyboard, like I said at the beginning, with 88 keys. As you can see, the layout is such that you've got black and you've got white keys. Okay, so so far I've played a mixture of black keys and white keys. Now I just want to explain that this course is for people who want to play worship music. You probably want to play worship music in your own worship experience. You probably want to play worship music for your own private worship or for corporate worship. Maybe it's a small fellowship, or maybe you want to join the music team, the worship team in your church. Whatever reason you are doing it for, just remember the purpose of this video is for worship keys. Playing on a keyboard and playing worship music, for instance. Now that's worship keys. You will be using mainly your ear. So let's continue. The black keys are sharps and flats, and they're in twos and they're in threes. The white notes, well, there they are, and they're spread right across the whole of the scope of the piano range. Now middle C is your reference point, so that's your middle C. How do you know that that's your middle C? Well, middle C, strangely enough, isn't actually in the very middle of your piano. It's the C that sounds most middle to the range of Cs on the piano or the keyboard. It's the most middle range of C available on the keyboard or on the key range. Why is it important to know that the black keys are arranged in twos and threes? Because your navigation of the keyboard layout will be very, very much about patterns. Okay, and knowing where certain keys are will be down to understanding the layout of these patterns, these threes, these twos, threes, twos, threes, twos, to my right and then to my left. So your arms are meant to flop sort of onto the keyboard. So make sure that the height is around, where the keys are should be not too far from your belly button. Right, hand shape. Our hands need to be curved. Okay. So your hands need to be like this. So when you're playing. Okay? What you don't want to do is to play like that. With straight, flat fingers. You need to curve your fingers, okay? Okay, now that we've got our positioning well, let's go ahead and look at some practice lifting and tapping each finger. All right, so we're going to go from middle C, and you're going to start with your thumb. We know one key now, one key name, C. All right, so you're going to end up using the side of your thumb. Let's go on to D. Let's go to E. And it follows in that progression. There aren't any black keys that you will play when you're playing the scale of C. Okay, now play one note, start from C, miss the next one, keep your finger on that one, play the next one, miss the next one, okay, missed that one. So as you can see, I've played C, I've missed D. My middle finger is now on E, and then my small pinky, my finger 5, is on G. There we go. This is going to feel a little bit strange at first, but just stay in there and play them all together. And then start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 3, 5. And then play them together. This is our first exercise. So we're going to go again. Start with C, D, E, and then G. So we played C, D, E, F, G. Now, whenever you're playing, I'm going to introduce you to a very basic and really, really important practice tip. And this is to use a metronome. Never ever practice without a metronome. Here's my metronome. Okay, so I've got this beat. If I get it closer to you, hopefully you can see and it's not too blurred. So that's at 150 beats per minute. Okay, which is quite fast, but and then wait a full round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Again. And then we'll go into the 1, 3, 5. Let's go. Let's do it again, but this time keep your fingers on. Don't lift. Again. Again. And then play all three together. Well done. Whenever you're playing slowly and evenly. I'll see you in the next clip.